Trina has a nightmare that Cyrus takes her hostage at the gallery, and Spencer lets him take her, saying he can replace her with Esme. Trina wakes up screaming, and Joss rushes to her. Adam bangs on the door to check in, and Joss explains Trina just had a nightmare. Adam takes off for a coffee run. Joss asks Trina about the dream. Trina tells her about Cyrus' visit to the gallery, and how instead of threatening her, he apologized. Trina fills Joss in on the visit and says the scariest part of her nightmare was Spencer refusing to help her. However, Spencer stood up for her when Cyrus came to the gallery, but she still worries Spencer may be grateful to Cyrus, who protected him in Pentonville. Trina takes off, and Adam drops by again to study. When talk turns to Halloween, Adam admits he has no plans other than studying. She invites him to come to Kelly's and help her decorate for the party. At Laura's, Esme is taking care of Ace and preparing to head to work when Cyrus stops by. She asks if she can help him, and he reminds her that he's Laura's brother. She knows who he is, and thought he was in prison. He says he was released and came to see his sister. Spencer returns home, and Esme explains she was just telling Cyrus that Laura is not here. Cyrus thinks he can use this time to catch up with Spencer and meet Ace. Esme heads off to work with Ace, and Spencer asks Cyrus what he really is going on here. Laura drops by Sonny's restaurant to talk about Spencer. She fills him in on what she learned about Nicholas, and she thinks the news hurt Spencer, who was holding out hope that Nicholas wasn't missing by his own choice. Sonny feels for Spencer, and Laura feels there must be some reason Nicholas had to leave town. Sonny knows what it's like to feel abandoned by your dad, which is why Laura hopes he can help Spencer. Sonny admits he's had issues with Nicholas in the past, but Laura just wants him to be there for Spencer if he comes to him for advice. She knows Spencer respects Sonny, and Sonny can get through to him like no one else. She also worries he could do something rash. Sonny promises to help. Just then Sonny, who has eyes on Cyrus, gets a text and tells Laura she might want to get home as she has a visitor. Back at Laura's, Cyrus says he only came to see his sister, and it hurts him that Spencer seems so unwelcoming of him. He thought they came to an understanding at Pentonville. Spencer knows he helped him, and he was right about Victor. But he's also dangerous and doesn't want him near Ace. Cyrus admits his past deeds were dangerous, but he has been saved by God. He also remembers people gave Spencer a second chance when he got out of prison, and he just wants the same courtesy. Laura soon arrives and asks Spencer for a moment alone with her brother. Spencer leaves, and Laura asks Cyrus what he wasn't thinking coming by uninvited. He explains he just wanted to spend time with her, and he was delighted to spend time with Spencer and meet Ace. He tells her, like it or not, they are his family too. Cyrus says they are blood, and he cares about all of his family. She's not buying it, so he asks how he can prove it. He begs her to give him a chance. Laura says if they are going to do this, there will be rules. Rule 1 is he does not drop by uninvited, and for now, this visit is over. She shows him the door. He says he'll wait for her call and hopes it is soon. Cyrus leaves, and Laura gets a call. At Kelly's, Maxie tells Carly that she's thrilled she's having a Halloween party, which means she doesn't have to take James trick-or-treating. Maxie says Georgie is of the age she wants to go out alone with friends, but she knows the trouble she got into at her age. Carly suggests she listen to her gut. Anna shows up and meets with Felicia. She hasn't been able to sleep, and she's still at the Metro Court. Anna's thinking of finding a place of her own, which gives Felicia an idea. Felicia suggests a short-term furnished sublet and calls Maxie over. Felicia tells her daughter her idea, and Maxie agrees to sublet her old place to Anna, which is just sitting empty as the woman who was going to take it backed out. Felicia and Maxie take Anna to Maxie's apartment, which Anna calls perfect. She says it's exactly what she needs and asks if she can move in immediately. Maxie doesn't see why not. Later, Anna calls Sonny and thanks him for his gift, but she has a new place and needs to return his bodyguard. She says it's the first step in getting her life back. Back at Kelly's, Trina shows up, and Carly asks if Joss sent her to help with the decorating. Trina says she didn't, but she could use the distraction with Cyrus out on the streets again. Later, Spencer arrives having gotten Trina's text, and she asks him to help her decorate. Carly hands them a box of decorations.